Yeah, so good morning, everyone. Let us begin our presentation event. So first, I would like to call upon. So पहले मैं बुलाना चाहूँगा अनीता मैम को, वो अपना एक छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन दे.
Hello everyone. My name is Anita Singh. I live in Bangalore and I'm a working professional. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call upon Lalit Singh. ललित जी, क्या आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हो? Okay. So now I would like to call upon Mr. Rahul Kinkar. Mr. Rahul Kinkar, are you there? Okay. So now I would like to call upon Priyan.
Hello.
Good morning, Priyan. क्या आप आपका छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन दे सकते हो?
हाँ, मैं अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दे सकता हूँ. मेरा नाम प्रियांशु बिष्ट है और मैं उत्तराखंड के देहरादून में रहता हूँ और मैं अभी स्टूडेंट हूँ और मैं अभी 16 साल का हूँ. मैं 8th क्लास में पढ़ता हूँ और मुझे क्रिकेट खेलना और फुटबॉल खेलना, कबड्डी खेलना अच्छा लगता है और रोहिल
Well, thank you, thank you, Priyanshu. Now I would like to call upon Bhushan sir.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bhushan Khadekar. I live in Mumbai and I am working in state government of Maharashtra. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call upon Anurag Gaur. Sir, your voice is not clear. I think there is a lot of disturbance from your side.
Wait a second.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Anurag Gaur. I live in Delhi and I work for Central Government of India. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anurag, sir. Now I would like to call upon Satyajit, sir.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I am Satyajit Burman. I do belong basically from Assam. I belong to Assam. And regarding stammering, after joining Tisa, I am very fond of the concept of acceptance. And I have been associated with the Indian Stammering Association for about 4 years. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Satyajit, sir. अब मैं अक्षय राठौड़ जी को बुलाना चाहूंगा. अक्षय सर, आपका माइक म्यूट पे है.
ओके सर, ओके. मेरा नाम राठौड़ अक्षय है और मैं गुजरात से बिलोंग कर रहा हूँ और और मेरे जिले का नाम भावनगर है और मेरी एज अभी 18 साल है और मैंने अभी फिलहाल वो 12वीं क्लास को कंप्लीट कर दिया है। अब मैं फिलहाल कॉलेज में एडमिशन ले लिया है और मेरी हॉबी की बात करूँ तो मेरा हॉबीज है स्विमिंग करना, बुक रीडिंग करना और मोबाइल गेमिंग खेलना। और मैं टेसा की बात करूँ तो वो मैं टेसा में करीब 2 महीने से जुड़ा हूँ। तो ये ऐसा मेरा आज का छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन। ओके सर।
Thank you, Akshay ji.
ओके, थैंक यू, वेलकम।
So welcome everyone. My name is Rohil Zalke. I belong to Nagpur. Currently, I am working in a construction chemical company as a junior specification engineer. I have been associated with Tisa since 2019. So thank you. So yeah, so guys, let's begin our presentations. So yeah, so who would like to go first?
I can take it first.
Yeah, ma'am. Sure. Sure, ma'am.
Can I share my slides? You are on mute, Rohil ji.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Now you can share the slides.
Okay, thank you. Please let me know when you start seeing my slides. Is it visible?
Ma'am, now your slides are visible.
Okay, thank you. So my topic is what is procrastination. One second, I'll just remove this. So my topic is procrastination. I guess many of us has familiar with this word. What is procrastination? So before going to this definition, I want to share a story. Like I have been wanted to do presentation for more than 2 months, and I registered myself only yesterday, like a week before. Like at the beginning, I planned that I will. The moment I started my like I registered myself, I plan I will start my presentation, my slides that time only. But the thing which I was doing, like this was my initial plan. Like I will daily in bit and pieces I will read about what I want to present, and I will do my slides. But I end up doing this thing. Like I planned something, but when it came to execution, I started looking at my phone, and all of a sudden I started liking my weather. I wanted to have tea. I wanted to cook something amazing. So actually, sorry to interrupt in between. Actually, people are making doodle on the slides. Is it possible that we can stop doing that?
Yeah, ma'am. Sure. Just a second.
Because that is kind of a little bit distracting. So this is what I end up doing it. So I want to know, what is the procrastination according to you in a 1 or 2 words? So anybody want to share what is the procrastination according to them?
Ma'am, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so ma'am, according to me, procrastination means means if we say in the simple words कि तुम्हारा काम टालना, कल मतलब कल पे डालना कि कल करेंगे बाद में करेंगे, so in that way.
Okay, so like the story that I was telling to do my presentation, I guess it itself is a procrastination, because I wanted to start doing something 2 months back, which was very important for me, but I end up doing today. and I started preparing my foil yesterday 4 p.m. when this when I entered into the panic mode that if I don't do now, I may be ashamed, or I may not able to meet my target. So this is kind of procrastination. Like we want to do something, but we don't do, and we start doing something else for getting instant gratification. So my first question is, like, are you, like, according to you, are you a procrastinator, or you have a habit to procrastinate things? Like many of us, we think that we are procrastinator, but in actual, it is just a habit. It's just a habit, and it's a very big difference, because habits can be changed. But if you tell you are a procrastinator, you might go ahead and your entire life with that kind of attitude. So first, it is very important to understand it is a habit. And we don't procrastinate because of laziness or something. We procrastinate because of our emotional state. Like like example, you have you had a fight at home, or you argue with somebody at your office, and with that mindset you go and sit at your desk, and you want to do your job, you want to do a phone call, or you have something important to study. All of a sudden your mind will tell, oh, please give me a break, I already
Hello,
had
sir.
a rough time.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Akshay ji, can you please, yeah. So you already had a rough time, and all of a sudden so your mind wants some small distraction, and for that let's just let me enjoy at least for 5
Hello,
minutes,
sir.
and you open your mobile and you
Hello,
start.
सुनिए सर. हिंदी में बताए ना.
हाँ जी एक्चुअली प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन का मतलब होता है कि कोई भी काम जो हमारे लिए बहुत जरूरी है, मतलब आज के तारीख में हमारे लिए पढ़ाई बहुत जरूरी है, या फिर हमें अपना जो जॉब का काम करना है बहुत जरूरी है, बट हमको वो नहीं करके हम कुछ और करने लगते हैं। मतलब हम लोग मोबाइल में देखने लगते हैं, या फिर हम लोग अपना टीवी देखना, या फिर कुछ और काम करना, फ्रेंड्स के साथ में बैठना, उनसे गप्पे लगाना। मतलब हम लोग जो काम हमारे जरूरी है, हम वो छोड़ के हम सारे काम करते हैं। उसका मतलब होता है प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन। ओके, सो प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन ये नहीं है कि हम लोग लेजी है इसलिए हम लोग प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करते हैं। रिसर्च के अकॉर्डिंगली जो हमारा इमोशनल स्टेट होता है, हम उसकी वजह से प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करते हैं। मान लीजिए आप ऑफिस गए हैं, या फिर आप कॉलेज में गए और आपको पढ़ाई करनी है, एंड आपका पहले से ही माइंड बहुत खराब है, क्योंकि आपका कुछ घर में आर्ग्यूमेंट हो गया अपनी फैमिली के साथ में, मतलब आप अच्छी स्टेट में नहीं है उस टाइम पे, तो आप ऑब्वियसली अपने प्रोफेसर को नहीं सुनोगे। आप चाहोगे कि हम लोग मैं 5 मिनट के लिए अपना वीडियो देख लूं, या फिर मैं कुछ और काम कर लूं, अपने फ्रेंड से बातें कर लूं। तो ऐसे हम लोग चीजों को अवॉइड करते हैं। तो इसमें जो मेन पॉइंट है कि प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन, हम लोग
Anita
हम
ma'am,
लोग ये
sorry
बोलते हैं
to
कि हम लोग
interrupt.
प्रोक्रेस्टिनेटर है।
Anita
या
ma'am,
प्लीज।
really sorry to
हाँ जी।
interrupt. ये अक्षय राठौर जी, ये आपके लिए फाइनल वार्निंग है। आप प्लीज स्क्रीन पे लिखना बंद कीजिए, वरना अगर आपको
Okay, sir.
इंटरेस्ट नहीं है ना, इधर इधर बाकी लोग सीखने के लिए आए हैं। अक्षय जी, क्या आप मेरी बात
हाँ जी
समझे हो
सर।
आप?
ओके ओके, सॉरी सर, सॉरी सॉरी सर।
और है ना, ये जो आपने कुछ तो भी लिखा है, प्लीज उसे मिटा दीजिए।
नहीं,
ओके
उसको
सॉरी।
रहने दीजिए, बट आगे से आप मत लिखिएगा।
ओके सर। ओके ओके सर, सॉरी सर, सॉरी सॉरी।
और नेक्स्ट टाइम आपको वार्निंग नहीं मिलेगी, आपको डायरेक्टली निकाल दिया जाएगा। ठीक है, तो आप इस बात का ख्याल रखना। So it's because of the emotional state. So let's like the first question is why we are even talking about the procrastination. Like procrastination के कुछ अच्छे points भी हो सकते हैं, and it can have some cons. So the process, like during our office time or the college exam, we must have noticed that we have an entire semester to complete our studies, but we sit at the last days, like last few weeks or maybe 4 days before the exam, and we finish our entire subject. And for doing that, we follow alternative approaches. So we feel so that brings the creativity, because sometimes you might have noticed when you are not able to finish all the subjects, you distribute that subject among friends, or you will get some guide, like you look for alternative options. So that is the uh, uh, pros of being procrastination. But more than pros, it has cons, because when you are not doing your work, that time you think uh, that you are enjoying something, but at the back of the mind will keep on reminding you that you have some work and that you are missing at it. So you will have the unpleasant or unsatisfactory feeling. And at the same time, when you are finishing your work at very short time, that time your target is only to finish it and achieve uh, and meet your target. So that time the quality of work get compromised, and you fail to work at your full potential. And at the same time, like we have two kind of work: the work that they have to do, and those kind of work comes with a deadline. So when you have a work with a deadline, so we enters into that panic mode and we start finishing it. But what about the work that you want to do? Like you want to pursue an hobby, you want to go for higher studies, you want to start your own company. So for that, since there is no deadline, we end up not doing it at all. Like you might have seen, like you might have heard many people telling, I want, like I also had this idea 10 years back, but I couldn't get time to execute it, and at the end, and they have the feeling of that regret, that guilt. So that is also not good. And at the same time, you start getting anxious because some work is there that you are keeping on hold. So that work will add anxious, like you will become more anxious and the anxiety increases, and you also disturbs your sleep cycle. Sometimes to finish our work, we don't sleep. We 2 days, 3 days, we don't sleep and try to complete our work. So these are the pros and cons, and and this is why I want to talk about the procrastination, because the cons are more than its pros. So what leads to procrastination? First, the fear of failure. When we want to start something, we have the fear that we might fail. So when we don't start something, people not going to comment on us that, oh, this person has tried, but still he has failed. So because of not just because of satisfying our ego, we not even try at all. The fear of unknown. When we set some goals which are unreachable and we can't imagine, like long-term goals. So in that case, we also have that fear, like when our brain not able to imagine something, it doesn't feel the urgency to work in that area, because when you start doing something, you will have that what we call you will have that like you have to go through some pain, you have to learn something new, so that needs efforts, and the brain doesn't want. The brain just want to enjoy things at that moment and look for instant gratification. And perfectionist approach. Many of times we like our work, but we want to start when we have some perfect idea, when we have some perfect content. And because of that, like when we keep the perfection in our mind, many of times we fail to even start a work and doing non-passionate things. Many of us working in our area or doing many things which we not even like. So brain automatically tries to run away from that work and do something which rewards it instant gratification and natural inclination towards instant gratification. If you're getting a chocolate and somebody tells to eat that chocolate after a year, but for that you have there is a two option, like one person is giving a chocolate immediately and one person is telling, I will give you a full box of chocolate, but you have to work for a year. So our natural tendency is we will take that chocolate and eat it, will not wait for that full jar and feel proud on finishing task at last moment. This is my favorite, and many of times it happens, and right now it is, I'm feeling very proud that I couldn't start my things, but at the last moment, yesterday I started my slides, my content, and today I'm here. So we have that the proud feeling that we are finishing things at very last duration. So now we have to break this habit. Are you ready to break these habits? Because we are not reaching our potential, we have to break it. So what is the solution for it? The first thing is we have to tell our mind, like we have to watch what we are telling to our mind. Like we are always telling, we can't do it, we don't have time. But we must stop doing that, and we have to tell our mind we can do it. Is anybody has any question or something, or I can continue? So for first we have to for breaking an habit, we have to understand how this habits comes. So the habit always comes with the habit form with 3 R's. The first is reminder, the routine, and the reward. When something triggers to our mind, that time we when something triggers to our mind, we start doing some action, and with that action we get some reward. In case of the procrastination, the stress triggers, like we are telling, the procrastination happens because of our emotional state. So the procrastination always triggers by stress. When we are stressed out, when we feel low or very much good, like when we are under stress, what we do, the action what we take, we try to avoid things. And when we avoid things and do something which gives instant gratification to us, we get reward. So what is the reward? The reward is relief from that stress during that period. So we have to avoid this thing. Like for avoiding the procrastination, we can't avoid the trigger. Like we can't go to Himalayas and sit. We have to stay in this world. We have to tolerate our bosses. We have to tolerate our professors and the family things, even though we don't like them. So we can't have, we don't have any control on the trigger. So we can improve our routine. Like so far, when we are into stress, we try to avoid that situation. So instead of that, we can follow some ritual. Like we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, or we can just look at things outside, or like the thing which can immediately bring your awareness to the present moment, and do some work at least for 5 minutes. I'm not telling, like, the purpose is not to complete your work. The purpose is to start to break that habit of avoiding things. If you start doing something at least for 5 minutes, keep the research says, when you start something, the 80% of people end up finishing that task. So the problem is not our work. The problem is to start that work. So keeping in mind, just we have to do something for 5 minutes and start. So that's how we can break our habit. So how we can, so this is a little bit like more more suggestion kind of things, like how we can beat procrastination. The first thing is we should stop waiting for the perfect day, time and contact. We should just start. Even if we are not ready, do it just for 5 minutes. And set clear long-term goals. Don't set any goal which is very unrealistic. Just set some clear long-term goals, and along with that, set realistic short-term goals. Like, I want to improve my communication. I can't tell within a week my communication should go from the 10% to 100%. I should set some clear goal. Okay, today I will give my presentation, and next I will follow up more. And the third one is do what you're passionate about. Many of us spending our life in doing something we not even like. So like we like watching TV, we like playing video games, we like many other things, and we don't feel tired no matter how much we are tired at that moment. But we are able to do the things which we are passionate about. So it is always good to do things, the things like take your time, find what you are passionate about and go in that direction. Don't follow others blindly. And give reward and perform hobbies in regular interval. And like you are already in a job and you are doing something like studies, like you are not interested in it, but it is very important. You can't avoid studying. So in that case, you can divide your time, like 40 minutes I will study. If I 40 minutes, if I study with focus, the 20 minutes I will do what I really like. So you're rewarding yourself for doing something you don't like. So that's how you might start doing things more frequently. Find the purpose of your life. Like many of us doing things and we don't know how it is impacting in a bigger picture. Like we are doing some job in an organization, we must know how my job is going to affect it, and we must find the purpose of our life also, like what you really like, what is you really want to achieve in your life. Do not over schedule. And many of times, like during the newer resolution, we get too much excited and we tell, okay, I will start doing this thing, I will start fitness, I will start this thing. Like we plan many things and we try to execute everything all together. And that is very impossible, because many things you are trying to change your pattern, and many things you are overloading your brain with that. So try to change one thing at a time. Manage your energy and time. So the first thing important is managing your time, but at the same time managing your energy is very much important. You must look at what you really want to do, because like if you are spending your time doing something you don't like at all, you will feel lethargic by the end of the day for doing things that you really like. So managing or balancing your energy is very much important. And many of times we feel difficulty in doing things which we want to pursue. Like I feel difficulty reading things. Better to join a club or community where the people with same mindset. Like in Tisa, we have the same mindset that we want to work on our stammering and we want to uh, work on our communication skills. So we are here with the same goal. So joining that community will help you. And for others hobbies also, there are plenty of communities available. So what is a summary? Procrastination is not a disease you are born with. It is just a habit you learn. It is not easy to unlearn the things, but it is not impossible at the same time. So thank you. Rohil ji is now.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, I am done. If anyone has any question, I can take that.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am, I have one question. So in the advantages slide, you said that ma'am, you said that the advantage of procrastination is like you have many choices to do a task, right? While we procrastinate about a thing, about a work.
Yes, I told that. Like when we are doing, like when somebody has assigned you a work, if you immediately start the at that time, whatever is the best possible option you have to to uh, to perform the task, you will continue with that. But if you procrastinate and give yourself to collect more information, then your brain will try to work in a different directions and try to find alternate approaches. So you are not blindly, I can not blindly, but you are not doing something in a same manner the way you were doing it before. So the procrastination sometimes it's really helped. Like so so this is one of the a plus point of being procrastination. But here the catch is we should balance. Like in that also we should set a deadline. We should not procrastinate something for too long. Like within a week I want to decide what I want to present or what I want to and how I want to present. And after that date, you start writing it, no matter where you are and how bad at that time you are. So that's a plus point.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for clearing the point.
Yes, Anurag ji.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I have two questions. First one is, can you please explain the difference between laziness and procrastination? How can we identify that whether I am lazy or I have a habit of procrastination?
Lazy is something when when you have something in mind but you are not doing it at all because you are lazy to do that. But in the case of the procrastination, you can do you have that mindset that you can finish that job and it is very important for you, but still you are not doing it. That is a difference. But you are spending your time in other things for the instant gratification, but in laziness, like I want to do the communication but still I'm not working in that area, and I'm wasting my whole day in just sleeping. You are not doing anything in that area. Like you are not running behind the instant gratification, you are not doing anything, you are just lying down, that's it.
ओके, सो बेसिकली अगर मैं कुछ कर रहा हूँ वो चीज की जब है तो मैं प्रोक्रेस्टिनेटर हूँ, और अगर मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ तो मैं लेजी हूँ.
Yeah, this is my current understanding right now. So if I find
I guess
anything
मैं
in
लेजी
deeper,
हूँ.
yeah,
Okay. And my second question is, in the slide that how you can redo this procrastination habit. You said that you should do things that you are passionate about. So this is not a particular question. This is a more like a general question. First is how we should find the things that we are passionate about. Say if someone says, I like watching TV. I really like watching a TV series for say 6 hours or 7 hours a day. But we all know that this is not a thing that one should do in his or her life. So how one can identify it and how we can distinguish it that no, this is not a thing we are really passionate about.
Oh, it's a good question. Actually, like in my understanding, when we are doing something in a passive way, like watching TV, like scrolling your mobile, it's a passive thing. Like you are not doing anything. You are just going through and watching stuff. But the passion is where you are ready to contribute, to use your brain and do something better in that area. Like हम लोग क्या करते हैं, मतलब जब हम लोगों को मतलब हमको बहुत चीजें पसंद है, मूवी देखना, हम लोगों को टीवी देखना, हमको अपने मोबाइल में टाइम वेस्ट करना वो बहुत पसंद है. बट क्या वो इतना पैशनेट है कि जो वीडियो गेम हम लोग देख रहे हैं, हम लोग उसको बनाने के लिए रेडी है, वो VFX डिजाइन करने के लिए रेडी है, अगर मूवी देख रहे हैं वो एक्टर बनने के लिए रेडी है, क्योंकि वहां पे हम लोग पैसिव नहीं है, हम लोग वो एक्टिवली उस चीज को करना चाह रहे हैं. एंड फाइंड योर पैशन ना, मतलब हम लोग क्या होता है, कभी हम लोग किसी को सुन लेते हैं ऑल ऑफ सडन, अरे सिंगिंग वाओ मुझे भी सीखनी है, मुझे भी पसंद है, तो हम लोग कभी क्या होता है, दूसरे के इन्फ्लुएंस में आके वी स्टार्टेड लाइकिंग दैट थिंग. सो उस केस में सबसे बेटर है कि 2-3 वीक ठहरो उसके साथ में. क्या तुम्हें वो सिंगिंग 2 वीक बाद भी पसंद आ रही है या फिर 3 वीक बाद भी पसंद आ रही है? क्योंकि सिंगिंग स्टार्टिंग में इजी लगेगा, बट जितना आप डीप में जाओगे उसमें, फिर वहां पे थोड़ा बहुत लर्निंग स्टार्ट होगी, और उस टाइम पे हमारा ब्रेन भाग रहा है वहां से, या फिर हमारा ब्रेन इंटरेस्ट ले रहा है और डीप में जाने के लिए. अगर आप पैशनेट हो तो आप इंटरेस्ट लोगे और डीप में जाओगे, और अगर आप पैशनेट नहीं हो और दूसरे के इन्फ्लुएंस में आके कोई काम स्टार्ट कर रहे हो ना, तो आपका ब्रेन एक लेवल तक जाएगा, फिर भाग जाएगा वहां से, फिर वो उसको कंटिन्यू नहीं करेगा. एंड पर्पस को मतलब अगर आप ये फाइंड आउट कर लो कि आपके लाइफ का पर्पस क्या है, मतलब आप क्या करना चाहते हो, मतलब आप फ्यूचर को चेंज करना चाहते हो, आप एनवायरनमेंट को और बेटर बनाना चाहते हो, मतलब या फिर जो वीडियो ग्राफिक्स है आप उनको और बेहतरीन बनाना चाहते हो. अगर आपको अपना पर्पस इन अ बिगर पिक्चर अगर आपको पता चल जाए ना, तो आप वो काम करने के लिए और भी ज्यादा पैशनेट हो जाओगे। लाइक मैं अभी सर्वर प्रोसेसर डिजाइन करती हूँ। सो मुझे पता है कि इन फ्यूचर हम लोगों की जो कंप्यूटिंग की जो ताकत है वो और ज्यादा आगे जाके बढ़ने वाली है। सब कुछ हमारा क्लाउड पे आने वाला है, सब कुछ हमारा ऑनलाइन होने वाला है। तो मुझे अब दिखाई पड़ रहा है कि मैं आज काम कर रही हूँ, इट्स लाइक अ इनोवेशन एंड वी आर डूइंग सम इन्वेंटिंग न्यू थिंग्स विच इज गोइंग टू ब्रिंग अ बिग चेंज इन अ फ्यूचर। तो अगर आप कोई भी चीज एक बिगर पिक्चर में देखते हो ना, तो आपको उसमें और ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट आता है और आप उसमें और एनर्जी फील कर दो। इसलिए देखना आपके ऑफिस में भी आपको ना पूरा पिक्चर बताया जाएगा कि आप जो काम कर रहे हो ना, ये मार्केट में जाके वो ऐसा ऐसा अफेक्ट करने वाला, और हम लोग इतनी बड़ी डील क्रैक करने वाले हैं, क्योंकि वो पर्पस बता रहे हैं आपको। आप देखना जितने भी लीडर्स हैं और मैनेजर में यही अंतर होगा, मैनेजर खाली आपको काम देगा, लीडर्स आपको वो विजन देगा जिसके थ्रू आप अंदर से मोटिवेट होके आप काम स्टार्ट करोगे अपना। आई होप आई एम एबल टू गिव यू एन आंसर। अगर कुछ भी है अगर कुछ भी है आप मुझे मैसेज करना, मैं और ट्राई करूंगी उसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन। मतलब मैं भी आपकी तरह लर्नर ही हूँ, तो मैं और ट्राई करूंगी उसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करके आपको प्रोवाइड करने के लिए। सो रोहिल जी, कैन वी टेक, थैंक यू अनुराग जी। Rohil ji, can we take one more question or we should be moving to another?
No, no,
I have one
ma'am. We
question.
can take, yes, ma'am. We can take one more question. It seems like we have time because, because two participants have not shown up.
Okay, thank you, Rohil ji. Yes, Bhushan ji, what is the question?
Ma'am, my question is that how you relate procrastination with the approach of negativity? How you relate
आप कुछ
procrastination
एग्जांपल
and
देना चाहोगे?
negativity?
मतलब कोई आप कोई
नहीं,
सिचुएशन
कैसे है मैडम
एग्जांपल देना
कि
चाहोगे?
हम कोई चीज को करने के लिए टालते हैं, तो टालते हैं तो क्यों टालते हैं? एक तो अपना इंटरेस्ट नहीं रहता उसमें, और नहीं तो अपना वो अप्रोच जो रहता है कि इससे मेरा कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा या कुछ नहीं होगा, तो फिर हम वो चीज को टालते रहते हैं। तो हम उसको भी प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन के जैसे देखेंगे।
जो आप बोल रहे हो बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो। मतलब जब हमारा मतलब जो भी हमारा बायोलॉजिकल ब्रेन है, वो मतलब हम लोग एनिमल्स की तरह ही तो है। मतलब हम लोगों का जो ब्रेन है वो इंस्टेंट, मतलब तुरंत सेटिस्फेक्शन मिल जाए ना, उसके पीछे भागता रहता है। मतलब मैंने अभी जो काम किया, मतलब मैंने अभी खाना बनाया, मुझे अभी खाना है, मैंने ऑर्डर किया, मुझे अभी खाना है, वो हमेशा इंस्टेंट ग्रेटिफिकेशन के लिए भागते हैं। उसको तुरंत ही मतलब कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए। अगर आपको बोला जाए कि आप अभी कुछ काम करो और उसका रिजल्ट आपको 6 महीने बाद मिलेगा, उस केस में आप अगर आपको वो दिख रहा है कि आप वो 6 महीने में अचीव कर पाओगे, तो आप वो काम करते हो। लाइक अगर आपको पता है कि आप 6 महीने बाद ये पीएससी का जो भी एग्जाम है आप वो क्लियर कर सकते हो, यू विल पुट योर एफर्ट्स एंड डू। लेकिन आपके माइंडसेट में पहले से आ गया कि नहीं यार मेरा क्लियर नहीं होने वाला, हजारों लोग, करोड़ों, मतलब लाखों लोग बैठते हैं, तो उस केस में क्या होगा ना, आप पूरा इंटरेस्ट लोगे नहीं, और शायद आप फिर उसको मतलब जितना एक्टिवली आपको एक्शन लेना है और प्रिपरेशन करनी है, आप वो करोगे नहीं। तो इसमें नेगेटिविटी इसमें ये आ रही है कि मतलब आप जो बोल रहे हो उस केस में आपका जो विजन है, आपको ये पता नहीं है कि मैं अपना गोल क्लियर कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं कर पाऊंगा। अगर आपको अपना गोल सही से दिखाई नहीं पड़ रहा है तो आप नहीं करोगे। लाइक मेरे केस में मुझे पहले दिखाई नहीं पड़ रहा था कि मैं अच्छे से कभी भी बोल पाऊंगी। टीसा से पहले मुझे नहीं दिखाई पड़ रहा था, तो मैं उस केस में फिर मैं वहां पे एफर्ट ही नहीं डाल रही थी। मैं अपना टेक्निकल एरिया, बाकी एरिया में एफर्ट डाल रही थी। लेकिन जब दोबारा ज्वाइन करके और टीओपीजी अटेंड करके जब मुझे दिखाई पड़ रहा है कि नहीं, मैं अपनी टेक्निकल एरिया से ज्यादा मैं कर सकती हूँ, मैं मैनेजमेंट में भी जा सकती हूँ, जब मुझे वो गोल दिखाई पड़ने लगा ना, जब क्लियर हो रहा है, तो अभी जो मेरा ब्रेन है उस डायरेक्शन में काम करने के लिए रेडी हो गया है।
अच्छा, यानी
और हम
हमको पॉजिटिविटी के लिए स्मॉल स्मॉल स्टेप्स बढ़ाना चाहिए। छोटे छोटे
हाँ
स्टेप्स बढ़ाने से हमारी पॉजिटिविटी बढ़ती है, हमारा जो भी अप्रोच है वो
हाँ
अप्रोच
हाँ
पॉजिटिव होता है, और हमको उस चीज में क्यूरियोसिटी डेवलप करना चाहिए कि क्योंकि मैं इस काम को करूंगा तो मुझे आज कुछ अच्छा सीखने को मिलेगा और समथिंग लाइक दैट।
हाँ, मतलब अगर आप ये सोचो कि मुझे एक वीक के अंदर जो मतलब कितने सारे लोग टीओपीजी ज्वाइन करते हैं, अगर 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 वो ये माइंडसेट में ज्वाइन करे, जिस दिन मैं टीओपीजी फिनिश करूं उस दिन मैं परफेक्ट हो जाऊं, अगर वो माइंडसेट पे अगर कोई इंसान जाएगा, वो लंबा नहीं चलने वाला। जो ये बोले कि नहीं मुझे अटेंड करना, मैं कुछ ना कुछ वहां से सीख लूंगा, और वो और वहां से कुछ ना कुछ सीख के वो उसको आगे धीरे धीरे यूज करने लगे ना, तो वहां पे वो बहुत हेल्प करेगा। मतलब हर चीज, मतलब बड़ी सक्सेस नहीं देखने की वजह, जैसे स्टार है, फिल्म स्टार है, वो एक दिन में तो सुपरस्टार नहीं बने ना, उन्हें धीरे धीरे छोटा छोटा काम किया, लोगों को अप्रोच किया, कितने सारे फेलियर्स मिले, फिर धीरे धीरे उनकी मूवीज आई, कितनी सारी फेल हुई, कितनी सारे फिर धीरे सक्सेसफुल होने लगी। स्टार्टिंग में उनको एक्टिंग नहीं आती थी, फिर धीरे उन्होंने एक्टिंग सीखी उन लोगों ने। मतलब अगर हम लोग मतलब अपनी डेली की प्रोग्रेस देखें, अगर मैं ये देखूं कि मैं आज मेरा प्रेजेंटेशन मेरे आज के हिसाब से मैंने कैसे किया, तो मैं सेटिस्फाई हूँ, मैंने ऐसा ऐसा किया है और ये चीजें मुझे इम्प्रूव करनी है। ठीक है, अगर मैं ये बोलूँ कि नहीं मैंने मतलब अगर मैं अपना लंबा गोल देखूं ना कि नहीं मुझे तो परफेक्ट प्रेजेंटेशन करनी है, उस केस में मैं दुखी हो जाऊंगी, उसमें मेरे को नेगेटिविटी आ जाएगी, नहीं मैंने आज तो अच्छे से नहीं किया, अभी मैं क्या करूं, मैं ऐसे ही करती हूँ हमेशा, मैं हमेशा ऐसे ही बकवास करती रहती हूँ, मुझसे नहीं होगा, ऐसा माइंडसेट आ जाता है धीरे धीरे। इसलिए हमें हमेशा अपनी डेली की प्रोग्रेस देखनी चाहिए, और ये देखो कि आप कल के कंपैरिजन में आप आज कैसा कर रहे हो, और आज के कंपैरिजन में आप कल इससे अच्छा कैसे कर सकते हो। जो छोटी छोटी अगर चीजों को अगर आप देखना और ऑब्जर्व और अपने आप को मतलब प्रोत्साहित करना स्टार्ट कर दोगे ना, तो अब बेस्ट रहेगा। मतलब बोलते नहीं वो हमेशा हम लोग को अपने लिए सेल्फ कंपैशनेट होना चाहिए। अगर हमसे कोई गलती हुई भी है, हमको ओके हाँ गलती हुई है, मैं ये चीजें थी, इसकी वजह से मेरे को गलती हुई है, मैं ये चीजों में सुधार करूंगा, धीरे धीरे वो गलती खत्म हो जाएगी। लेकिन कितने सारे लोग हैं ना, वो गुस्सा एक दिन में ठीक करना चाहते हैं, मतलब वो अनरियलिस्टिक गोल से स्टार्ट करते हैं, और नेक्स्ट टाइम जब वो गुस्सा करते हैं वो और ज्यादा गिल्ट में चले आते हैं, और वो फ्रस्ट्रेशन में और गुस्सा करते हैं। अगर ये सोचे कि आज मैंने गुस्सा किया, कल मैंने शायद 1% कम किया, या मैं थोड़ी देरी से किया, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम पे तो चांसेस है कि नेक्स्ट टाइम पे आप थोड़ा सा और गुस्से को डिले करोगे, या फिर आप नहीं करोगे, और धीरे धीरे ग्रेजुअली आप गुस्सा आपका खत्म ही हो जाएगा।
बराबर है। इन यानी समरी कैसी है कि हमने छोटी छोटी चीजें जो भी अचीव की है उसको हमको सेलिब्रेट
अप्रिशिएट
करना
करना,
चाहिए,
हमको सेलिब्रेट
अप्रिशिएट
करना
करना चाहिए,
है।
सेलिब्रेट करना
यस
चाहिए, सेलिब्रेट करके उसको इम्प्रूव कैसे करेंगे उसके लिए काम करना चाहिए।
यस, मतलब हमको अपने आप को अंदर से मोटिवेट करना है,
अंदर
हमको
से मोटिवेट करना।
अपने लिए मतलब बोलते ना, अपने आप को अच्छा बोला है, अपने आप को मोटिवेट करना, नहीं आज तूने नहीं कर पाया, तूने अच्छी स्टार्टिंग नहीं की, इट्स ओके, मैं कल और ट्राई करूंगा।
बराबर।
और हमेशा एक लर्निंग का एटीट्यूड रखना चाहिए। मतलब आज चलो ठीक है, ये चीजें मैंने भी कहा कि लोगों से फीडबैक ले लो, या फिर खुद ऑब्जर्व करो, जैसे अभी वो रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहे हैं ना, तो मैं ऑब्जर्व करूंगी और मैं फीडबैक भी ले लूंगी, फिर जो जो चीजें मुझे लगेंगी हाँ ये चीजें मेरी मुझे इम्प्रूव करनी है, मैं उसमें से चाहे 5 में से एक चीज ही मैं अप्लाई करूंगी, लेकिन मैं उसको अप्रिशिएट करूंगी कि एटलीस्ट मैंने एक चीज अप्लाई की। जो चाह अभी हम लोगों का जो माइंडसेट है ना, एक चीज पे फोकस नहीं करता, वो 4 चीजों पे फोकस करता है।
चार
मतलब
पांच चीजें
यस,
करके पूरा परफेक्शन करने के लिए वो अप्रोच
हाँ जी।
रहता है, पर वैसे नहीं हो सकता।
स्टैमरिंग के केस में भी ऐसे होता है। हम लोग
हाँ
ये
हाँ
नहीं सोचते कि मैंने सामने वाले के साथ में, मुझे ब्लॉक आया, मैं भूल गई कुछ भी था, एटलीस्ट मैंने अपना एंजॉय किया और सामने वाला भी मेरे को
अटेम्प्ट तो
सुन रहा
किया
था।
बराबर।
हम लोग बोले नहीं नहीं, मेरे को तो
एग्जैक्ट
ब्लॉक
अटेम्प्ट
आया
करना
था
है।
यार, हमने तो ब्लॉक आया था, हम मुझे तो वो नहीं हो रहा। हम माइंड से वैसे ही काम करते हैं, अगर आप किसी से पूछो तो।
बराबर
नहीं, मुझे तो ब्लॉक आ गया, मैं तो
एग्जैक्ट।
भूल गई थी, मुझे तो पता ही नहीं था मुझे बोलना क्या था, मैं कुछ कुछ भी बोल रही थी। लेकिन ये नहीं बोलेंगे कि तुमने अटेम्प्ट किया, जो आप बोल रहे हो ना, अटेम्प्ट किया। तो हमको अपने आप को
अटेम्प्ट करना
अप्रिशिएट
बहुत
करना
जरूरी
है।
है, क्योंकि हाँ हाँ, क्योंकि अटेम्प्ट करने से ही पता चलेगा आपको कि पानी कितना गहरा है। आपको पानी में तैरना है तो आपको एक एक स्टेप फॉरवर्ड करके उसमें जाना पड़ेगा,
हाँ जी।
तभी आपका कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा और फिर आप धीरे 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 तैरना सीखोगे।
और अब और
एग्जैक्टली दैट।
कॉन्फिडेंस से मेजरेबल नहीं है, लेकिन अगर आपको अप्रिशिएट करना है आपको उस चीज को, मतलब आपने जो 4 में से जो एक चीज अच्छी की है ना, उसको अप्रिशिएट करना
अप्रिशिएट करना।
है। अप्रिशिएशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, जो हम लोग नहीं करते,
हाँ नहीं करते। और
वो करना
अपने
है।
जो बॉस बॉस रहते हैं, वो तो आपने 100% काम किया तभी आपको अप्रिशिएट नहीं करते, वैसे भी बॉस रहते
दूसरे छोड़ दो, हमको अपने अंदर से, मतलब अगर
हैं
आप
अपने आप।
अंदर से आप अपने आप को अप्रिशिएट करोगे, मतलब आप अपना 100% दो। मतलब मैंने अपने स्लाइड्स का जितना भी 100% आज के डेट में मैं दे सकती हूँ, जो मेरी प्रेजेंट नॉलेज है, मैं अपने प्रेजेंट नॉलेज से मैं जितना अच्छा आंसर दे सकती हूँ, मैं वो ट्राई कर रही हूँ। और कुछ चीजें हैं जो मैं नहीं दे पा रही हूँ, मैं आगे जाके सीखने का ट्राई करूंगी और उसको और बेहतरीन बनाऊंगी। दैट्स इट।
बराबर है।
अब ये टेंशन नहीं
कंटिन्यूअल
लेना है यार,
प्रोसेस
मैं
है ये।
आपका आंसर नहीं दे पा रही हूँ, मैं बेवकूफ हूँ। नहीं, आज की तारीख में नहीं आता, इट्स ओके, कल मैं दे दूंगी।
वेरी गुड। थैंक यू मैम, थैंक
थैंक यू। और किसी का डाउट? रोहिल जी, ना सब
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
सब
Yeah.
थैंक यू।
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for such a wonderful presentation. Yeah. So let me know if you can see my screen. Yeah. So are you able to see my screen?
यस,
यू।
वी कैन सी योर स्क्रीन।
Okay. So let's begin the presentation. So hello everyone. So today my topic is body language. So yeah, first of all, I would like to clarify that I have divided this presentation into two parts since the body language topic is too vast. So yeah, so the first part I will be covering today, and the second part I will be covering in the next presentation. Yeah, so yeah, the important facts about body language is that we can lie verbally. Okay, like for an example, I can lie verbally like I am happy, but my body language will not lie. My If I am not happy, then my body language will definitely show that I am not happy. So that's the beauty of body language. It never lies. And the second important thing of body language in within communication, it is like whatever we speak, that's only 10% of communication, and the another 90% is from our body language. Okay, so first of all, what is body language according to you? Anyone?
The gestures that we show while talking or doing something.
Yeah, yes, yes, that is definitely included in body language. And yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, and our facial expression also we can include in our body language, and how we move our hands, that is also very important.
Mm, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Even that is included in our body language. So let us move ahead. Yeah, so body language is a type of non-verbal communication. Like like as Neha ma'am and Anita ma'am just told that that it is all about our body movements, and as opposed to words are used to express or convey the information. Such behaviors includes facial expression, body posture, gestures, and many more things. Yeah, and as I just told, body language never lies. Even though we can lie verbally, but our body language never lies. Yeah, so the first thing is territories. Okay, so then we have four zones of territories: intimate zone, personal zone, social zone, and public zone. Okay, so we can, so whenever we are in public, that which means whenever we are within strangers, so then we might have noticed that whenever we are within strangers, uh, there is a huge gap between them and us. So then that's our public zone. And our social zone is like when we are within friends, office colleagues, and when and while discussing with them, so the distance between them is like 1 to 3 meters. The next zone is personal zone. In this zone, we allow only our family, relatives, and close friends in our personal zone, which is 46 centimeters to 1 meter. And the next is intimate zone. In this intimate zone, we allow our very close friends or and parents and our partners, lovers, our wife, husband, and our children. Okay, we only in this intimate zone we allow them. And whenever some strangers tries to invade our personal zone, we get really uncomfortable. Yeah, and one more thing I would like to share about body language is that, okay, like for an example, if I rub my hand, okay, so then this so then this body gesture is about positive approach, excitement. Okay, like if my boss gave me some task which I if my boss gave me a project which I am really excited to do, so then I will definitely rub my hand to show my excitement. But at the same time, in a cold winter night, uh, uh, rubbing my hand does not show excitement. Okay, so then we need to consider such situations while uh, while while learning about body language. Yeah, Bhushan sir. Yeah, I will definitely come back to your point after my presentation, and if it is if it is something other than related to presentation.
No, I didn't have any problem.
No, sir.
You
No.
continue.
Yeah, no. Okay, sir. Actually, I saw your hand.
No, that hand is
Yes.
from previous presentation.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sorry. So then just for an example, during a conversation, if two office colleagues they come in close contact, so then that's a very negative approach. And the second image shows a positive approach. And at the same way, while greeting, okay, if we shake hands from a far away distance, then that's a negative approach. and the positive approach will be coming a little bit close. You know, even there is some interesting things between this conversation distance from different countries or from different areas, like in the European countries. Okay, talking close to each other is a positive approach, but that approach cannot, but that's a negative approach in country like India and the other Asian countries. And in the similar way, okay, shaking hands in a close distance is a positive approach in countries like India, USA, and then all that. But shaking hands in a close distance is a negative approach in countries like Japan, Japan and the other Asian countries. Okay, so then body language has such barriers within different countries. So the next is palm gesture. Okay, so then if someone is talking like when their palm, okay, this palm is upwards, so then that is submissive position. It means that he is a friendly human being. Okay, if someone has a palm facing downward, so that's a dominant, so then that's a dominant gesture. And if someone talks by pointing fingers at you, then that is a very aggressive approach. Like just for an example, if your boss or your you know, or your professor talks in a submissive palm position, okay, like when the palm is facing upwards, so then that means that they are in a very friendly mood, or they are very friendly. Okay, and at the same time, if they talk like in a if they talk when if their palm is facing downward, then they are in a dominant mood, and they are very serious about whatever they are talking, and whatever work they have allotted to you, that needs to be done right uh, in within the given time. Okay, so then that's the difference between submissive palm approach and dominant palm approach. And the next is aggressive palm approach. Okay, so then this is made when the when your boss or your professor has a very bad day, and whenever he or she allots you some work, he or she means that it needs to be done right now without fail. And you should do it without fail, otherwise you will have to otherwise you will get a very bad gesture from him. Shaking hands. So then when the so then when there is so then is the image visible? Can anyone please tell me, like, are the images visible?
Yeah,
Great.
all are visible.
Great. Thank you, Neha ma'am. Okay, so then if we consider the first image, okay, and if your hand is and if your hand is trying to, you know, bring the other's hand down, okay, so then which means that you are giving the other person a signal that you are the one who will be taking control. And on the other hand, if while handshake, if your palm is facing upward, which means that you are giving the other person your control. And and if we consider the same position, okay, so then it means that you both it like you both are in the neutral position. No one is giving the control and no one is taking the control. And yeah, and the fourth thing is the a glove handshake. So then this handshake is used mostly by the politicians. It is also known as the politician handshake. Okay, the one who gives this handshake, which means that if you sorry, yeah, which means that if you use both of your hands while giving handshake, so then you are trying to give a impression that you are trustworthy and honest. Okay, and yeah, you cannot use this hand gesture with a stranger. You need to use this hand gesture uh, with whom you know personally. Yeah, so then now let's talk about the double handshake. Okay, so then yeah, so then as I showed, the previous image was of the double handshake, like the fourth one, okay, which I just called the politician handshake. Even that is a double handshake, and the double handshake is mostly shown to show trust and the trustworthy feeling to the receiver. Okay, and then even in this there are few other types of double handshake. The elbow grasp and the shoulder hold. Okay, the elbow grasp shows a more stronger feeling than the politician handshake and the wrist hold. Okay, which are shown to show sincerity and trustworthiness to the receiver. And the shoulder and the upper handshake, they are used within the intimate zones, like they are used within your with your partners, parents, and very close friends. Okay, so this is the hand and arm gesture. They are like one of my favorites because yeah, because the reason is that in the corporate world, while talking with your colleagues or your boss, you cannot see any other body parts, but you can definitely see their hands very clearly. So then that's why they are my favorite. Okay, so then when the okay, so then when you okay, so then when your boss hands are clenched together like this, okay, so then which means that they are in a frustrated mood. So sorry, yeah, which means that they are in a frustrated mood, and you need to get your point straight, and you shouldn't like revolve around the point. So then just talk to the point. So then that what means is the hand clenched gesture. Okay, and and it is a signal that if you talk too much, then that person might lose his temper. And the next one is rubbing hand together. That's a positive approach, as I told in the earlier slides. like uh, like while learning about body language, you need to consider the situations as well. Like when someone uses this while in a winter night, in a cold winter night, that doesn't mean that they are very excited about the night or the or anything, but they are just feeling cold and they need some warmth. Okay, so then the stepping hands. So the stepping hands, they are used by the superior, like they are used by the higher managements. Yeah, so the stepping hands, they are used by the higher management to show their superiority or confidence. So then when their hands, so when the staple hands are in the upward position, so then it means that yeah, so Yeah, so I guess that someone's mic is on. So can they please unmute it? Yeah, thank you. So yeah. So I was talking about the stepping hands. They are used by the higher authority of a company, the higher authority or the higher management. So this is used to show their confidence and authority. So the rest people, okay, like if they are on their table and they have their hands like this, and this is mostly used when they are giving advice to their juniors or to their employees. And when the higher management's stapling hands are in a lower position while sitting on a table or on a chair, so then that that is used when they are listening to their employees or their juniors, or while they are solving a doubt. Okay, I most like whenever I have a doubt, like whenever I have a technical doubt, I have seen my chief technical officer using the lower staple position, which means that they are happy to solve their doubt, and they are interested, and they are interested in our question. So then next comes the gripping hands. Okay, so then whenever a person g- grips his hand from behind to his fingers. Okay, so then it means that yeah so then sorry yeah so then it means that they are yeah it means that they are superior in that office, and that is mostly used by the higher authorities like the policemen, or when your company's founder or the higher management is on a round. Okay, so then they will use this finger gripping gesture from behind, and when the and when someone is gripping their wrist from behind, as shown in this second image. So then that means that they are a little frustrated, and then then they are holding their wrist tightly, okay, uh, to avoid their anger. Okay, so then that is the meaning of hand gripping wrist gesture. And when they go 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 grip the upper arm from behind, it is a signal that they are very angry and very frustrated. So then at that point you should talk to the point. That's the signal of this gesture. So then comes the hand to face gesture. Yeah, first one is the mouth guard. Okay, so we all have seen small children whenever they are like whenever they say a lie, so then they mostly cover their hands to sorry they cover their mouth with their hands. And yeah, and then there is the other that other statue, like Gandhi ji ke teen bandar. One covers his mouth by his hand, one covers his ears, and then one covers his eyes. So then this hand to face gestures are very similar to this to the statues of Gandhi ji ke teen bandar. So then the first is mouth guard. Okay, the mouth guard is used whenever a person, whenever a person is lying. Okay, and you can justify it when, okay, when the thumb presses the cheek. Okay, when the thumb presses the cheek and the fingers are covered on the mouth, at that time it is a, at that time it is a high possibility that the person is lying. And then comes the nose and the eyes touch. Okay, so then the person uses the nose touch while talking, while talking, and he knows that he's lying, and he wants to avoid eye to eye contact with the receiver. Like for an example, if Bhushan sir is my boss, and a few days ago he gave me a task to complete it right, to complete it within a given time, and then I was not able to complete that work. So then to, okay, so then to avoid eye to eye contact, okay, I will give some like I will I I will I will give some false stories to him that why couldn't I complete the work. And then to avoid the eye to eye contact with Bhushan sir, I will use my nose scratch a lot. And then the same is with the eye rub. Okay, and the eye rub can be used both by the receiver and the speaker. Like as I just said, if Bhushan sir has given me some task to complete, and then while lying, I can use the eye rub to while telling false stories and to avoid eye to eye contact with Bhushan sir. And at the same time, Bhushan sir will use this eye to eye rub when he knows that Rohil is lying. Okay, so then whenever you are lying to someone and the other person to whom you are lying, when he uses this eye rub, it is a clear, so then it is an indication that the person whom you are lying to, he knows that you are lying. So then there is no running away. So then the next comes ear and the neck rub. Sorry. Yeah, so then the ear rub is the, okay, so then the ear rub is used, can be used both by the receiver and the speaker. It is an indication that now he doesn't want to speak or he doesn't want to hear anything. Okay, like while speaking to your boss or to anyone. Okay, if the person continuously rubs his ear, it is an indication that now he is not in a mood to hear anything. Okay, as I just told, they are just like the Gandhiji ke teen bandar, when one bandar has both of his hands on his ears. Okay, similarly, this is the one rubbing his ears at least 5 times. Okay, when he rubs his ears at least 5 times or close to 5 times, that is an indication that now he doesn't want to hear anything from you. And the same with and the same with and the same with the no neck scratch. Okay, if the neck scratch, okay, if the receiver scratches his neck more than 5 times, so then that's a clear indication that the receiver does not agree with your point. Okay, once again, if I am telling something to Bhushan sir, and Bhushan sir, and if I notice that Bhushan sir has scratched his neck the for 5th time, So then that's a clear indication that Bhushan sir does not agree with my points. And then comes the collar rub. Okay, the collar rub is used when the listener is angry or frustrated. So then he is trying to hide his frustration by pulling out his collar, so that he can let the cool air come inside. And the fingers in the mouth is a very good indication of frustration or when they are under pressure. Okay, most of the time they are used when we are under pressure. So then that is when we bite our nails, right? So then that's fingers in the mouth when we are under pressure. Okay, then comes the cheek gesture. Okay, it's the first image when our palm is supporting our chin. Okay, when our palm is supporting our chin, so then that's a Borden gesture. And when our pointing finger is on our head, okay, and the other fingers are and the other fingers, they are supporting our cheek. Okay, cheek. Okay, so then that's the interesting. So then that gesture means that the listener is interested, or he is evaluating whatever you are saying. Okay, so then whenever you are giving a presentation in front of your clients or to your boss, and okay, so then take a note that where are there okay, so then take a note that if their palm is supporting their chin, which means that they are getting bored, and if they have their pointing fingers on their head, which means that they are interested in your presentation and you are doing quite well. So then comes the chin stroke. Okay, and in the chin stroke, when you see the first image, if your thumb is supporting the chin and the pointing finger is on your head, that is a negative. So then that says that the listener has a negative thoughts about you. Okay, and so whenever during a presentation, if your boss has his thumb on his chin and the pointing finger on his cheek, so then it means that he is not happy with your presentation or with your work. And on the other hand, if your boss or your client has his thumb and one or two finger on his chin like this, okay, if they are playing with their chin like this with their one or two fingers, okay, which includes thumb, pointing finger, and the middle finger, if they are playing with their chin, which means that they are making the decision, or they are thinking critically about something. Then comes the arm barrier gestures. Okay, so then the first image is the standard arm cross. Okay, it signifies negative attitude. Okay, which means that the person is not comfortable when he uses this standard arm barrier. Okay, it shows that he is not comfortable, and you can see this gesture when two strangers, okay, they are talking with themselves, and after 5 minutes of communication, okay, if their communication exceeds 5 more minutes, so then they will have this arm cross this standard arm cross. Okay, which means that they are not comfortable now. Okay, and then comes the for fist showing gesture. Okay, so then can anyone make out the difference between standard arm cross gesture and the for fist showing attitude? Anyone between these two images, can anyone make out any difference?
Hello, Rohil ji. So
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
first case, the hands are open. In the other case, he is making the face.
Absolutely,
So
ma'am.
maybe so it looks like he is in some hurry to go or something. In
Yeah,
the way he is putting a face.
yeah, ma'am. You are partly correct. Okay, okay. So then, whenever while crossing the hands, whenever a person has closed fist, okay, which means that he is very angry on the other person, and he feels like, he feels like attacking him, or what we say in Hindi as haath uthana. Okay, so then he just controlling his hand. Okay, so that he shouldn't uh, hit the other person. Okay, so the basic difference between them is that in the first thing, as Anita ma'am said, that the fists are open. Okay, and okay, and while doing so, they are not angry, but they are just a little uncomfortable. And in the second image, okay, they, as Anita ma'am said, they have made a close fist while crossing their arms, and they are very angry on the other person, and they are just trying to control their anger so that they shouldn't attack or hit him. And then the third image is the disguised arm cross gesture. Okay, so then you might have seen that whenever you are talking to your senior authority, okay, so then the boys mostly they play with their watch or they play with their collar button, and ladies or women, they mostly play with their hand purse. Okay, so then, so this is a highly sophisticated gesture when they are exposed to the strangers. Okay, so then, like, they don't want they don't want to show their negative attitude by crossing their arms. Okay, so then that's why they try to hold something. Okay, to okay, whenever they are exposed to the strangers, or when they feel a little uh, threatened by the other person, like just for an example, when a baby, okay, when a baby feels a little uncomfortable or danger from the strangers, what will he do? He will either grab his father's father or mother's mother's thighs, or anything, he will either grab his mother's leg, or his father's leg. In the similar way, adult men, they will either play with their watch or with their collar button, and the woman will play with their purse. And yeah, and the senior attitude shows that, okay, shows the defensiveness. okay, whenever they meet a new employee or a stranger, okay, and in this case they they have their thumb facing upwards. Okay, so then in this case they have their thumb facing upwards, which shows that, okay, which okay, so then in that case they are trying to hide their negative attitude, but at the same time they are showing that how cool they are. Okay, they are cool and composed, but in okay, uh, but as I just said, you okay, body language never lies. Okay, but okay, so this is just a body language to hide their uncomfortable feelings. And the partial arm cross barrier, okay, this is mostly used when the person when the person is lacking self confidence. Okay, yeah, yes, as I said before, okay, body language has many barriers. Okay, while talking to seniors, okay, the boys mostly they okay, mostly they hold hands behind their back, and the girls, okay, they talk like this. Okay, and whenever girls talk like this, that does not mean that they are low in confidence. But when a boy talks like this, or whenever he is playing with his shirt, or like just doing like this in a party, or within a panel of higher authority, which means that they they are low in confidence at that moment. Okay, so guys, as I just said, the body language topic is too big, and this is the end of the first topic, and the second part I will discuss in the next presentations. So then, thank you, everyone. So then, any questions which I can answer?
Rohil,
Yes,
one
sir.
question from my side.
Yes, sir.
If there is possibility that if a person like you who having the art of or a skill of uh, seeing seeing the body language of others, it might be possible for him to take undue advantages of the other people,
Yeah,
like
yes,
in
there are.
offices, in some places, in house, or in any places. Then how someone can uh, avoid that situation in life?
Okay, so then, so then, sir, just to summarize your question is like, if someone like, okay, if someone knows the signs of body language, and okay, and then he can recognize other people's body language, that now currently,
Hello, Rohil.
huh,
Your
huh,
your video was frozen.
okay, so then now is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, it's better.
Okay, thank you. So then now, just to wait a second, I guess there might be some problem with my hotspot. No, yeah. Okay, so then, so just to summarize your question, uh, you asked like, if someone knows how to read other person's body language, and then how the other person can uh, avoid being a victim of someone who knows body language. Am I
Exactly.
correct? Okay, so then, Okay, so then I think that, sir, there are two solutions for this. First is that the other person, okay, first is that he needs to educate himself in terms of body language. Okay, yeah, I think that it will be very beneficial if the other person educates himself in the science of body language. And second is that, okay, he should do very little body movements. Okay, like sir, if I do not move any body parts while speaking, so then it will be very difficult for you to judge my body language. Yeah, even if you know the science of body language, it will be very difficult for you to recognize my body language. And as I said earlier, okay, there are many barriers to body language. So then, है ना, so then if someone is like, okay, so then if someone is talking, uh, if a man is talking like this, you know, as I showed in the previous slide, that the such kind of body language shows low self confidence. Okay, but on the other hand, the man might have some pain in his hand, so that's why he might be continuously rubbing his arm or his hand. You know, so then the body language is a huge topic. So so then it has many barriers. I hope, Bhushan sir, I was able to answer your question well.
Thank you. Very good.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Understand.
Yeah.
So how
Yes,
much
Anurag.
we rely on this body language art? How much we rely?
Okay. Yes. So then, yes. So then, frankly speaking, sir, I have just started to learn about it. Even I am learning about it. But sir, what? Yes, sir. But sir, what I can observe in my office is that, okay, uh, okay, like sir, whenever a person is closing ha, has this has this standard arm gesture. Okay, so then while standing, if he has this thing, okay, it means that he has he like he wants to run away from that situation. And while sitting, if he has this thing, okay, while sitting on his table, if he has this standard arm cross, okay, but sir, at the same time, if he has his both legs both legs co- co- cross too, okay, only at that time he wants to run away at that okay, at that situation. Okay, so then, you know, so then sir, coming back to your question, you know, we have to understand each and every aspects of that situation, like are we able to see his entire body posture. We cannot rely only on the arms. Okay, we even need to make sure his leg posture. So yes, sir. So then only relying on the arms, that will be the 50% of his body language.
So you are trying to say that we have to summarize his whole body, his whole attitude, how he sits, how he speaks, or what are his complete body gesture, and then uh, go for some conclusion.
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
Okay, and I request you to tell us in next presentation that how how we how our body gestures, our body language should be in public or in office, like that.
Okay. Definitely, sir. That will be definitely covered in the second part.
Thank you. Looking
sir.
forward that.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Bhushan, sir.
Nice presentation.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Anurag, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, first is this. This is to show you that how excited your presentation was and how excited I am.
Thank you,
And
sir.
second thing is you said that body language never lies. So don't you think we can train it?
Yeah, sir.
For example, like I see your presentation. I made some points, and trying these points or trying this knowledge for say 10 or 15 days, I can train my body to not do certain gestures, to not show my vulnerability. So how do you see that body language never lies? Is it true, or we can train our bodies?
Well, sir, so then what I have read in the book, okay, body language lies deep inside us. Like, like, sir, if I give you an example, when a baby is drinking milk from her mo- mother, so then, sir, okay, so then, sir, the baby's body language, which shows that he has had enough milk. Okay, that same body language is carried out till his death. Okay. If the baby say, okay, if while drinking milk, if the baby just says like this, okay, and if this is the body language of the baby, which to show that he has had enough milk, okay, and then in the adulthood, okay, if the baby, okay, if that guy wants to say that he has had enough, okay, so then the he will have the same body language with a different approach. Okay, and yeah, and then, sir, according to the research, it is hard to change body language, but sir, you can change you can change the body language uh, till a little extent. But sir, you cannot change your body language completely. Like, sir, I can give you one more example, which I read from the book, which I will definitely share, and yeah, I will definitely share the name of the book at the end. Okay, so then, sir, according to the example in that book, if someone is standing directly behind you, okay, and then whatever you do to control yourself to not look back, okay, but sir, your body language will force you to look back. Okay, and then, sir, there is a strong reason behind it. Okay, that body language is inside your DNA. Sir, in the ancient times, okay, people were very afraid that someone can come easily and then just stab a sword or a knife in their back. So then that's why the back was very vulnerable. And 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 sir, that answer, the situation is same even today. Tomorrow morning you can try it at your workplace or anywhere. You can go you can go silently to anyone sitting sitting on a chair, and then if you silently stand right behind his back. So then that guy or girl, they will be forced to look behind. And then and then sir, coming back to your point, coming back to your question, how whatever you try to, however you try to avoid looking back, but then sir, still you will have this you will have this uneasiness that when someone will be right behind you, you will be forced to look behind. So then sir, that's why you can change you can change your body language to a little extent, but then sir, it will take a lot of time to change your body language completely.
Yeah, Rohil, I want to say that sorry, but I don't agree with you right now, as because I don't think body language is genetically transferred to us. Body language is something we develop over our life, from childhood to till now. So, so when you said that body language is in our DNA, so I don't think, or maybe I don't have that knowledge. And second thing is the what you have said, that something is standing behind you. I think that is not a body language. That is your reflexes that comes from your spinal cord. Because if something happens immediately, say a fast moving ball comes to you, and your hand just raised to stop that, that is your reflex.
Okay.
That is not your body language. So I think
Sir, you are not audible. Anurag sir. Okay, sir. So if you are able to hear me, I will definitely research on this question. And yeah, and sir, in this answer, in my second part of presentation, I will definitely cover this point. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, yes, sir. And I might be wrong because yes, sir, because even this body language topic is very new to me, and even I am learning about it.
Rohit,
I think
I have a question. Actually, I guess whatever you are telling, it's partially correct because, like, like how the child knows that he has to cry. Like, I am not like for the initial behavior, it is already coded inside us. Like we born with certain uh, ca- 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 characteristics, and it evolves depends on our surroundings. Like if we are staying in a surrounding where people are more athlete kind of, so we'll start using those traits, and those traits will get stronger, and the other traits like being at home and read, those things gets weaker. So it is like at the beginning we are having we are born with certain traits, but our environment nurtures it and decides like what we are going to strengthen and what we are going to weaker. So I guess this will come in a neuroplasticity and all. So I guess if you try to see that area,
Yeah,
there
ma'am,
you will
sure.
see. And apart from this, I like whenever two people talk, so whatever the gestures you are telling, that is totally correct. But I feel when like we are staying in the environment, okay, so many factors depends. Like I am talking to you, but all of a sudden I I got some office work, so my my focus got divided. So it's not like I don't want to hear you, but I have something very important to give. So and at the same time I could be hungry. So I want to run away from your talk, and I just want to grab something because I'm very hungry. Or maybe a morning when I got up, I saw a very bad dream, and I'm I'm still in that emotional state. Or I could be having a fight at home, or maybe I had whatever I was expecting from my boss, he didn't give me. So still in that mindset, and I'm going and talking to you. So that that behavior you might see in that in our conversation. So I believe whatever you are telling, that is totally correct. Whatever the gestures we do, it has some significance, but it's not totally depend on the speaker or the listener. There are many other factors
Yes, ma'am.
involved. So
Yeah, ma'am.
that's what.
As I
So
said, ma'am.
I wanted to know your opinion on this.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. That is absolutely correct, ma'am. Thank you for yes, ma'am. Thank you for sharing this point. I guess that yes, ma'am. I guess that I forgot to mention this, and and then I plan to even put up this point, and ma'am, I don't know. Somehow I just forgot it. So then, thank you for yeah, ma'am. Thank you for sharing this point. And ma'am, as I said that that the science of body language is very complex. It has many barriers. So then the point which you just mentioned, even that is even that is one of the barriers in in the science of body language.
So it means when somebody is trying to run away, so we should not immediately take some decision that he is running away just because of me.
Yeah, yes,
Because
ma'am.
we should give a benefit of doubt there.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Once again, thanks for putting up this point.
I like the way you presented. Actually, many things got clear to me because, like, I was thinking, okay, why he is doing this thing, that thing. So, like, at least I can make an initial judgment, and I will just give a benefit out of it. At least I can do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. And I would like to show the book in from which I got from which I am learning about the body language. So then is my screen still visible, or I guess it is not.
No,
Yeah.
you are not sharing anything.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. So then now can you see my screen?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. So then I am learning from the book Body Language, written by Alan Pease. I will definitely recommend everyone to to read this book. It is you know it is very wonderful book.
Like here, I want to add one point. We should start a reading club. Yeah, it's very difficult to read it alone. Like I bought many books, but it's very difficult. Like I end up finishing few of them, not much.
Well, well, ma'am. I love reading about many things. So then, yes, ma'am. So then, whenever I present in this presentation event, I guess 90% of the time it is about a novel I have just finished.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. So then I guess that we don't have any more doubts, and thank you everyone for joining this presentation events and staying till the end. You all are very awesome, I will say.
Same to you,
My
Rohit.
feedback. My
Yes, ma'am.
feedback.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, you were really awesome, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I guess that yours presentation was the best within the both of us. You had many
Um,
pictures, and then yeah, and then, ma'am, those pictures were self explanatory.
Thank you. Like at the beginning, I lost many things. Like I forgot I had to recollect things again.
Yeah, ma'am. Same
But
with me.
I guess both of our presentation was amazing because we were covering different topic and we did justice with those topics. So that's very important. And I was able to understand each and everything that you were telling. Like with each gesture, you were giving example, and at the same time, you were telling and showing us also. So that was wonderful. Actually, I was able to connect.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am. And
So it was very amazing. I liked it.
thank you, ma'am. So yeah, yeah, ma'am. And
I want
so
to say
was yours.
something.
Ha,
Hello,
sir.
Rohil. I
Ha,
want to
sir.
say something. First presentation is quite nice, and Anita madam have given a very nice presentation, and it is like a practical thing. I resemble it with myself also. I am also a procrastinator, and I think the way that ma'am covers all the topics, she touched all the parts of the procrastination, and it is very good and practically very nice presentation for me, and it will help me in the future to avoid the procrastination. Very nice presentation. And
Sir, okay. Yes, please.
regarding Rohil's presentation, he just I also interested in the art of body language, and he just showed the all the pictures, and I just imitate that thing, like this one, this one, and this one, and I used to have I just think then when I do this activity or this body language, and where I see it like this, it is very interesting topic, uh, and thanks, Royal, you also touch each and every part of that topic, and very nice and informative presentation.
Thank you, sir.
सर मुझे एक चीज पूछनी है लाइक मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं एक टॉपिक से दूसरे टॉपिक में विदाउट ब्रेक जा रही थी तो मुझे अभी उसमें थोड़ा और ब्रेक देना चाहिए क्या?
समझ में नहीं
मतलब
आया।
एक टॉपिक से लेके दूसरे टॉपिक पे, लाइक मैं पहले प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन के बारे में पूछ रही हूँ, फिर मैं दूसरे टॉपिक पे चली गई, फिर तीसरे टॉपिक पे, तो थोड़ा ब्रेक देना चाहिए क्या 2 टॉपिक के बीच में?
नहीं, ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं मैम। आप
हाँ।
आपका टॉपिक ही इतना इंटरेस्टिंग था, प्रैक्टिकल था, हम सब लोग तो रिलेट कर पा रहे थे, तो इसलिए ऐसे कुछ नहीं। हम भी प्रॉपरली स्क्रिप्ट होते रहे।
प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन बहुत मतलब मैंने 2-3 महीने पहले सोचा था कि मुझे प्रेजेंटेशन करनी है, तब से समझ रहा कि आई शुड स्टार्ट विद दिस टॉपिक ओनली। और मैंने कल
और
रियल में मैंने कल शाम से स्लाइड बनाना स्टार्ट किया, और रात में बैठ
और
के
मैं
10 से 1
प्रोक्रास्टिनेट ही
बजे तक
कर रहा
पूरे।
हूँ कि मुझे भी प्रेजेंटेशन देना है
इसलिए
कौन से टॉपिक
परफेक्शन
पे।
के पीछे आई गेस हम लोग जो परफेक्शन के पीछे भागते हैं ना, वो बेकार है। हम लोग एंजॉय करना बंद कर देते हैं। सो जैसा है वैसा है, आप दो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। आप कुछ बोल रहे थे भूषण जी?
हाँ, वही कि मैं भी अभी प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन ही कर रहा हूँ कि मुझे भी प्रेजेंटेशन देना है, अच्छा देना है, फिर कौन से टॉपिक पे देना है। जब से ये प्रेजेंटेशन का इवेंट चालू हुआ है, मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि मुझे भी प्रेजेंटेशन देना है, पर टॉपिक मिलता है फिर कैसे दूं क्या दूं, वही प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन ही। स्टिल मैं इच्छा है मेरी, देना चाहूंगा और फिर मैं दूंगा नेक्स्ट वीक के जो सेशन होगा उसमें
आई होप
डेफिनेटली आई
कुछ
विल डू।
मोटिवेशन मिल
आई
गया
विल
हो
डू इट।
आपको टॉपिक
हाँ, यस यस,
से।
100%। सो दैट्स व्हाई आई अटेंडेड दिस प्रेजेंटेशन। खास मैंने टाइम निकाला था कि मुझे
थैंक यू।
आना है, देखना है, सुनना है और सीखना है।
Yes, sir. Thank you, Bhushan sir. या थैंक यू अनीता मैम। हाँ, एंड मुझे भी मैम आपके जो प्रेजेंटेशंस का जो एक था कि हाउ टू गेट अवे फ्रॉम प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन, सो फिर वो मैंने पॉइंट मतलब मैंने सच्ची में नोट करके रखा हुआ कि मुझे ये सच्ची में करना है। मुझे भी मतलब मुझे भी मेरे एक स्किल पे काम करना है, एंड मैं हमेशा सोचता हूँ कि मैं थोड़ा जल्दी उठूंगा, या फिर मैं ऑफिस से आने के बाद मैं करूंगा ये, पर वो जमता ही नहीं है। पर
उसमें भी हम लोग उसमें ये कर रहे हैं ना कि हम लोग 1 घंटे पहले या 2 घंटे पहले उठने का ट्राई करते हैं। अगर आप
हाँ
15-15 मिनट का भी आप डेली बोलो, ये वीक में मुझे 15 मिनट पहले उठना है, नेक्स्ट वीक में नेक्स्ट 15 मिनट और पहले उठना है।
एग्जैक्टली
तो
मैम, ये मैं हाँ मैम, मैंने भी ऐसा ही सोचा हूँ कि मैं अभी कि आई यूजुअली वेकअप एट 7:30। सो फिर ये मतलब पूरा तैयारी करने में 9 तो बज ही जाते हैं, फिर 9:30 का तो ऑफिस ही होता है। भागना पड़ता है। सो देन मैंने भी यही सोचा हूँ कि आई विल ट्राई टू वेकअप एट 6:30 और 6:45 for few days, and then I will wake up at 6:15 for few days.
या करेक्ट। एंड इतने सालों की वो अपब्रिंगिंग है और हैबिट पैटर्न बना हुआ है ना, तो अगर हम लोग उसके एकदम से अगेंस्ट जाएंगे तो हमारा जो माइंड है ना, वो रिवॉल्व कर देता है।
Exactly.
वो हमारे अगेंस्ट में चला जाएगा तो हम लोग कुछ नहीं कर सकते, लंबे टाइम तक वो नहीं परस्यू कर पाएंगे। तो
Exactly.
माइंड को साथ में लेके चलना है। यही तरीका है। मतलब मैं तो अभी यही सीख, मुझे भी अप्लाई करना है।
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so guys, so let us wind up the presentations. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining and making it a wonderful event. So yeah, goodbye and have a happy Sunday. Enjoy.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rohil, for giving this platform actually,
Yes, yes,
where
yes.
we can come and talk. So
Well,
thank
yes,
you,
ma'am.
So thank you all of you.
Well,
Thank
yeah,
you very
and
yes,
much.
hope
ma'am.
to see you.
Holidays.
Hope to see you Bhushan ji next week here.
Yes, yes, बिल्कुल, definitely,
Actually,
definitely.
ma'am,
I will be there.
yeah, yes, sir. Bhushan sir, and the next presentation will be on next weekend. So,
Okay.
yes, sir. Yeah,
So I
yes. So
have
then you have
enough
14
time for
days.
preparation.
Yes, sir. You have 14 days. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
and yeah, and uh, 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 Anita ma'am, and all the thanks goes to uh, Tisa for building up this platform.
Yeah, happy Teachers Day. I already wished, sir.
Oh yeah, yes,
Ah, happy Teachers Day to all.
Hi,
yeah, yes.
Neha.
Happy Teachers Day to all.
Hey,
And Neha, do you have any inputs?
yeah, actually, I haven't like I joined late, so I listened you like last few doubts that Anurag and Bhushan sir asked. So I listened that only. But yep, this topic is very we can say we all can relate ourselves with this topic because in our daily routine life we all think like we will do this, we will start to wake up early, but we all think कि ठीक है करेंगे 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 तो टाइम निकलता जाता है, तो we all do this thing. So this is a very interesting topic, but I forgot to join at uh, at 11, so that is why I missed your presentation. But yeah, you spoke really great, and the doubts you cleared, means the way you cleared the doubts and the way you motivate me also while clearing the doubts. So I can say that was very good. मतलब सुन के मुझे भी मोटिवेशन मिला कि जो चीज मैं भूल रही थी कि खुद को अप्रिशिएट करते रहना चाहिए टाइम टू टाइम, कि अगर आपने थोड़ा सा भी आपने अटेम्प्ट भी किया तो भी आप ट्राई करो, एटलीस्ट आपने ट्राई तो किया। ये मत सोचो कि मुझे ब्लॉकेज आया। एक्चुअली आई एम फेसिंग दिस इशू वेरी मच फ्रॉम लास्ट 1 मंथ। मैंने एक्चुअली अभी नई जॉब चेंज करी है और उसमें मुझे जब भी मुझे बोलना होता है आई मीन्स इतने ब्लॉकेजेस आते हैं कि मुझे खुद को भी बहुत अजीब लगता है कि जो पहले तक मेरा थोड़ा बहुत सही हुआ था वो पता नहीं क्यों बढ़ रहा है। बट ठीक है, अब मैं इस चीज को भी लेके खुश होंगी कि ठीक है मैंने अटेम्प्ट किया। और साथ ही में ज्यादा से ज्यादा बोलने का, अभी मैं ज्यादा चुप रहने का ट्राई करती हूँ, बट अब मैं ज्यादा बोलने का ट्राई करूंगी तो भी हो सकता है कि मुझे मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल या मेरा कंफर्ट जोन से मैं निकलूं, तो हो सकता है मेरा धीरे धीरे वो भी इम्प्रूव हो। इट विल टेक्स टाइम, बट हाँ।
Yes. Thank you, Neha.
या एंड रोहिल ने जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज के बारे में बताया, बॉडी के कि हम लोग जो गेस्चर्स जो लाइक हमारा जो हैंड अपवर्ड्स रहता है, डाउनवर्ड्स रहता है, तो ये चीज मुझे काफी लगी कि हाँ ये चीज मुझे ध्यान में नहीं थी कि हम मतलब अगर किसी का हैंड पाम अगर अपवर्ड्स रहता है मीन्स सबमिसिव, एंड वी कैन और डाउनवर्ड्स मीन्स डोमिनेट। सो ये चीज मतलब मुझे लगा कि हाँ ये चीज मुझे ध्यान में नहीं थी, तो ये इन चीजों को भी लेके हम दूसरों को पहचान सकते हैं कि कि उनका बोलने का वे क्या है, उनका एटीट्यूड क्या है। तो बॉडी लैंग्वेज भी एक्चुअली काफी वी कैन से इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है, जो कि सब लोग चाहते हैं कि हम लोग दूसरे को देख के ही फटाफट से पहचान ले। तो ये बहुत लंबा टॉपिक है और इसको चीजें करने में, समझने में बहुत टाइम लग जाता है। बट वेरी गुड रोहिल कि तुमने ये बुक स्टार्ट करी, बुक और ये चीज पढ़ना। तो Very good.
Thank you, Neha ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so guys, thank you for joining this, and yeah, and have a happy Sunday. Bye.
Bye for now.
Happy Sunday. Bye.